Hello, it's Jeff for Budget PTCG here, and want to go over a couple different points today briefly, and then I'll probably play a game on the ladder too to conclude things first, and which is probably the driver behind today's uh, video is the versus ladder has reset today. You can see it's every 3 weeks, so I have 20 days, 10 hours to get through as much of it as I can, and it's very good what they've reset it to. So just to review the versus ladder in general and look at the specifics here, as you win games, you get these whatever these are powers, lightning. You get points here. Yeah, points we'll say. And as you accumulate the points, you unlock prizes. I've gotten 26 points, which means I've unlocked the 25 coins, which are added to my coin total. I'm at 50 chests, which include cards, tickets, which will get you into the events, and that's going to be important for getting tradable packs. We'll get to that when the time comes, and in a few weeks will be a very good time to play the events, which are 8-person tournaments. And then we're getting Fusion Strike packs and Pokemon. We get for the first rung of the ladder a Togekiss V, which is a very good card. Or it will be a very good card once the new set comes out. So and then you'll also get a V Max for the second top of the ladder, the rung of the ladder. So you definitely want to get that. And then the third stage of the ladder, get more packs, which is in a lot more coins, which is very good because that's 600 coins is more than a theme deck, and a lot of cards, which will be useful to add. And then you'll get a full art Kabu. I think I said it before. The full art isn't necessarily a big concern, and it's a lot of points. It's a lot of grinding to get up to that point, but often getting up to the 5 packs that are given away, that's generally fairly achievable, and I'm that's going to be my focus here. Another part to the versus ladder point out is that you have these additional rewards for each win, which is up here. I'm going to hit the eye icon to walk through. So this is the daily adversary reward. It resets every day. Mystery box, which is often coins, a decent amount of coins, and then coins that raise in value. The more wins you get 1 ticket, and then a mystery box for 11. So in an ideally in terms of grinding as a free player, you'd want to get your 11 wins each day. Once you get to 12 or more, it's 5 coins per win, which is a lot less than the other ones. So then the value what you earn diminishes in value greatly at that point. But if you get 11 wins every day, if you do that, you will get to the top of the ladder every 3 weeks. So this is a good ladder. So you always want to pay attention to what that is. As a new player, it's a really good way to get to some good Pokemon that would take a lot to get to, other like Togekiss. I don't have it, and it will be good, but 1V and 1V Max is not enough for a deck, but it does give a start if that's what I want to go for. Now, the other thing I want to talk about is my goal within PTCGO, and my next goal is going to be to get a standard deck. Now, that's a little bit off, probably at least a month or more, and I'm still not entirely sure what deck I want to go for. It may be the Charizard from the Charizard theme deck. That will be good. It will be improving once the next expansion comes out. So that's probably a reasonable goal. And if I'm going to do that, well, I think Relentless Flame is the better theme deck. I may just buy the Charizard theme deck to save myself 500 coins. I'm going to have to buy 2 Charizard theme decks as well as trade for some additional pieces. But there may be something else that seems like a better option, particularly depending what cards I pull as I open packs. So that, going to buy some theme decks so I can work through challenges and keep going. I have a psychic challenge right now, but I don't have really a good psychic deck. So my next thing I'm going to do is probably buy the laser focus deck once I get to 500 coins so I can work on my psychic challenge. So anyway, so that's the goal, is to get a decent standard deck. If I get to a viable standard deck, then it will be to get to a top tier standard deck, which we'll see whether that is doable within PTCGO. Hopefully live launches before then, and so I don't have time for that. I'm kind of doing this as I'm biding time, waiting for live to launch. And then the other thing to talk about briefly is prepping for live. I want to give an update for that. My initial goal for this channel was to open live with a brand new account when live launched. If you would prefer me to do that rather than transition this account to live, just leave it in the comments. Do you want me to develop this deck, this collection of cards a little bit and transfer it over to PTCG Live when it comes out, or would you rather me delete this account and go log into live with a brand new account? Open to suggestions there, but I don't want to come into live with a lot of resources anyway. What my thoughts are, the packs as I get them, I'm going to open them because so I'll have a collection of random cards, which I think is more representative of a new player. I'll probably keep one deck unopened, just that will convert to crystals, just so we can see that. If I was truly prepping now, a new PTCGO account for the transition to PTCG Live, I would be accumulating packs, probably seeing if I can get up to the 125 packs to transfer over, which is the maximum that will transfer. But that's not my focus here, so I'm going to, for the most part, open up my packs and then see what I can make of that. So that's enough talking. Let me jump into one game, at least a game on the ladder here. The Soaring Storm is my one theme deck I have purchased. So we'll see what happens. It generally works well, but with any deck in Pokemon, there's certainly a certain amount of randomness. Do you get a good opponent? You never know. And do you draw well or not? Even the best decks will brick at times. But this is a pretty good deck for a theme deck, all in all. The reason that I don't like the Charizard deck is I find it to be very inconsistent. All right, so I have a Dratini, which is a good one to play onto the bench, I think. So I'm going to put Thundurus into the active. It's got a good attack. Hopefully, by the time I attack, I have a Tornadus on the bench, because then for 2 energy, it will do 70 damage, which is pretty good. Now, the problem is I'm weak to fighting with a lot of my Pokemon, so this is not an ideal matchup for me. But we'll see what happens. I don't believe I'm going to hit any of them for weakness. So I will do the how. That's just the better play. Don't reveal things to your opponent. And so get him on the bench. I think I want to get down my Tornadus at this point. So I will put the Pidgeot's not a card that I use very often, I gotta say. It's useful in occasionally, situationally, but generally not the card you want to play. I attach and pass. Hopefully he can't evolve and knock me out. That would be quite a setback. I'm weak to fighting, so if he has, I don't know what this, I assume he evolves. Hopefully he doesn't have an attack that does 60 damage for 2 energy, because that will really mess up my game. So I will attach next turn. I always like to think through the next turn. I want to attach so I can do my attack for 70, which gets the knockout if he stays as a basic. So he can search for any fighting Pokemon and any item. That's a very nice card. So he can certainly evolve this card if he has that in his deck. My thought is to attach to Thundurus, then play another card if I have it, and then play my Lily, which will draw me a couple cards. It draws up to 6. So it will draw at least 2 cards. They're taking their time. Okay, so it does 40, which doubles to 80. So I don't get knocked out. I won't knock him out, though. That's unfortunate. But I do want to do that attack. I could then take the knockout. It'll do 70, and I could, for 1, I'll get knocked out next turn, though. So I'm going to attach. What do I want to get? I think I want to get a Pokemon also. I think I want to get him evolving. That's going to be extra important because I'm weak to fighting type with everybody else. So I will get a Dragonair. And then I will play that. I've thinned the deck pretty much to the extent I can. So I get Lily. And Pidgey's a nice play also. Hopefully I can evolve that next turn. So attack in for 70. I get knocked out next turn, but I can take the return knockout with Tornadus. But I'm probably not in a great position. They're probably going to, as they develop their bench. Ooh, I don't get the return knockout, so that's quite bad. What do I do here? Well, I have a switch, so I guess I can get anybody back. That was a very good play there. I really don't want more energy. I'm going to attach an attack, and I will see what happens next turn. I may concede after this next turn because that healing was very good for them, very devastating to me. I'm not weak to this guy. See, I wasn't paying attention to things. That's right. I keep forgetting. The older color. He's weak to lightning. He resists them. So that is a plus. I attach to the active. Hit again. Now he attached an energy. I assume that means there's a stage 2 that uses 3 or 4 energy. And if there is one, that might knock me out. But if not, I will be able to get the return knockout next turn. I'm still needing to top deck something, though. Okay, so Sycamore, discard, draw 7. I assume there's a stage 2 to this one. If there is, he's missed it, though. It's throwing a lot of energy onto a Pokemon now that's going to get knocked out. So that was not very good for him. So I'm going to have to attack with him. Not this turn, but soon. So I'm going to attach both of these to Dragonite because he's going to attack next turn. And I want to get the knockout here, so I'll attach there. Does 80. So now we're even on prizes. I got a Pidgeotto. That is a very nice prize to take. I can pull back the Fisherman, so right now I'm guaranteed to get the energy I need for a knockout next turn. Although if maybe he can't, he can attack, but he doesn't get knocked. Oh wait, what's the ability? He's accelerating energy. So that's a good question. Well, so do I want? I could switch to take the knockout. Is that the better play, though? I'm not sure. Because he's going to keep accelerating energy, and I don't like that. So I could come in, accelerate, get the knockout. I think that's what I want to do. Get the knockout, protect him. So I will play the Fisherman because I need the energy so I can get the knockout. I will play him. I'll accelerate the 2 to him. And I'll switch and take the knockout. And then I'll save my Thundurus for another day. Do I want to attach that energy? I don't think I do. I'm not thrilled about getting rid of the energy. It puts me in an awkward spot, but I'm keeping the water in this case because I have a lightning in hand. So I know I can replace the lightning. I need one of each. That's kind of how I determined which ones to get rid of. The problem is I might not be able to attack. I might have to retreat and attack, which would get me the knockout. That's throwing away a lot of energy, though. Did I use Pidgeotto last turn? Yes, I believe I got an energy. So let's see what I got here. I kind of need something to help. That's, I think, the card I want, right? Cynthia. I think I want to attach. Like, it gives me the option to retreat. It gives me options by doing that. Because if I get a Thunderous, I could retreat and attack with Tornadus. That's not great. So I can now, but all right, I attach, so now I can accelerate and take the knockout, which is what I'll do. I'm not thrilled with my board state. Look at the energy. The deck does play more lightning. Yeah, I'm going to keep the water on. I have more lightning in the discard, but the deck does play more lightning than water, so I think that gives me, I'm trying to figure out which energy I have the best odds of getting two of. And I think it's pretty close right now, but the fact that I have two waters and one lightning to Tornadus let me lean towards thinking water's harder to get. I could switch for free, and that might be the play. I think I just want to switch and take the knockout there. So let me see what I got. Yeah. Ooh, another Pidgey. That would be a nice card to get another Pidgeotto. I think I will do this free switch with Tate and Eliza. I will accelerate, and I will attach for turn 2. Just give myself the most options. Take the knockout. That's nice getting a knockout without discarding my energy also. So I have game here. So I'm just going to attack for game. All right, so I got the win, even though it was weak. My deck is definitely, I think, the better deck. I am weak with some of my Pokemon to them, so that was a danger, but got the win. So I'm just going to stop recording at this point. Let's see what I got. I got more tokens with this. So anyway, that concludes the video for today. And once I get to 500 coins, I will be buying a Psychic deck for my Psychic Challenge, which will be Laser Focus. Take care.